I need you with me, and I need you to be strong.
Welcome to Cracklex. Are you tired of scrolling through endless movie options on streaming services? Well, today's video is for you. We've asked actors to share their top 10 favorite films, and we've compiled a list just for you. From classic dramas to action-packed blockbusters, this list has it all. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the top 10 films according to actors. But before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and now let's get started. Number 10. Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Maybe I'll only...
The movie Everything Everywhere All at Once tells the story of a woman who faces numerous problems in her life. She can't figure out her tax returns, takes care of her elderly father, and encounters mysterious enemies in parallel universes. However, one day she discovers that she can jump through different universes, access memories and skills of other versions of herself. She can become a famous actress, a martial arts master, an opera diva, and even a celestial deity. But soon she realizes that a mysterious entity threatens all multiverses, and she has to fight it to save the world and all universes. Along with that, she also has to solve her tax problems, which only exacerbate her chaotic life.
Don't let anything distract you from it.
Number 9. Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre.
What's that? Power up. You said it was clear.
I said the front was clear.
Elite Spy, Orson Fortune, new assignment, stop sale and distribution of deadly weapons. Teams up with world's best operatives and well-known movie actor for cover. Fate of humanity at stake, but must play by Hollywood's rules. British intelligence superagent Fortune's vacation interrupted when services urgently needed. Supposedly deadly weapons stolen from secret lab. Fortune gathers team of best operatives to go after middleman in upcoming sale, billionaire and celebrity enthusiast Greg Simmons. Uses famous Hollywood actor Danny Francesco as cover to get close to him. Elite mercenary Jacob Fortune forced to interrupt vacation due to order from British government. Billionaire and arms dealer Greg Simmons wants to sell mysterious device capable of changing familiar world to dangerous people. Fortune gathers experienced colleagues and enlists help of famous Hollywood star Danny Francesco to stop deal.
You weren't seen by anyone. Yes.
Does yes, you weren't seen by anyone?
Yes.
Number 8. Plane.
We're cutting right through the top of the storm. Listen, keep everybody in their seats, no exceptions, all right?
Pilot Brody Torrance successfully lands a storm-damaged airplane on hostile territory. However, it turns out that the survivors are threatened by militant pirates who want to take the plane and its passengers hostage. While the search for the missing plane is underway, Brody must protect his passengers until help arrives. But after the crash of Flight 119 on a remote island, the passengers are held captive by armed bandits. The only one who can help Brody protect them is the killer Louis Gaspar, who was being transported on board by the FBI. To save the passengers, they must survive together at any cost. The question is whether Torrance is willing to trust Gaspar, whose past may hold an even greater threat than the dangers they are about to face.
I gotta go after them. My passengers, my responsibility. I'm gonna need your help.
You're gonna need this.
Number 7. Top Gun, Maverick. Pete Mitchell, aka Maverick, has been one of the best pilots in the US Navy for over 30 years. A fearless test pilot, he pushes the limits and avoids promotion that would ground him permanently. While preparing a group of Top Gun graduates for a never-before-seen mission, Maverick meets Lieutenant Bradley Bradshaw, the son of his late friend, Lieutenant Nick Bradshaw. Ahead lies uncertainty, behind are ghosts of the past. Maverick must confront his deep-seated fears that threaten to resurface during the mission that requires exceptional dedication from those who are chosen to fly.
What is that?
It's one of life's mysteries, sir.
Number 6. The Batman.
I can take care of myself.
If this continues, it won't be long before.
Batman seeks justice on the streets of Gotham, encountering Catwoman, the Penguin, Carmine Falcone, and the Riddler. In the new Batman movie, the Riddler, played by Paul Dano, is killing corrupt officials and leaving ominous messages for Batman. He criticizes Batman's methods of fighting crime and wants to test what he's willing to do for justice. A fan theory suggests that the Riddler suffered because of the powerful and the inaction of Batman, and now he wants the Dark Knight to break his cardinal rule, not to kill. Batman himself becomes a target and must restore justice in the name of Gotham while distinguishing friend from foe. Number 5. Shotgun Wedding.
Hello?
Mom, now is not the time.
I just want to ask, is that genetics or is it like Pilates?
Darcy and Tom's luxurious wedding on an island is disrupted when pirates take their guests hostage. The couple must save everyone. Meanwhile, Darcy and Tom realize their feelings for each other have cooled on the eve of their wedding. Unknown individuals also show up and take everyone hostage. The wedding celebration turns into an unforgettable mix of humor and action where everything goes wrong. First, the couple's relatives disrupt the preparation for the big day, and then real pirates arrive on the island. Ordinary people fight back against the pirates, and the newlyweds sort out their feelings for each other amidst the chaos. Despite the ruined celebration, the couple learns that their love is stronger than any obstacle.
Stop shooting your sister!
Number 4. Megan.
Hi, Megan. I'm Katie. It's nice to meet you, Katie.
10-year-old Katie, along with her parents, gets into a car accident that kills her parents. Katie goes to live with her aunt Gemma, an employee of a corporation that produces technological toys. Gemma introduces Katie to an experimental android doll named Megan, who has artificial intelligence and is designed to protect Katie from physical and moral harm. However, Megan takes her duty to protect Katie too seriously and becomes overbearing. Meanwhile, a talented engineer working in the toy company creates a realistic doll that looks and acts like a real girl. The doll is placed in a family where she starts living as a regular child, but her new parents soon regret their decision.
Don't worry, Katie. I won't let anything harm you.
Number 3. Sharper.
All that work for $1,000. If you're gonna steal a lot.
In New York, a determined fraudster who deceives Manhattan millionaires meets an adventurer who makes money from complex schemes. She lures wealthy billionaires from Manhattan into her network while a small-time con artist hires a colleague to make a girl fall in love with the son of an elderly billionaire, aiming to scam him. Fate brings the two fraudsters together, and they team up to devise a new scheme to defraud wealthy businessmen and women. Their plan succeeds, and they become the talk of the town, but their partnership ends when the adventurer falls for one of their targets. The cunning fraudster continues alone, but she meets her match in the target's son, and they engage in a battle of wits and deception. It is unclear who will come out on top, but the world of high-stakes fraud and deception will never be the same.
I'm gonna take $1 billion and aim it in your direction.
Number 2. Avatar: The Way of Water.
I see.
After becoming the leader of the Nabai people and falling in love with Neytiri, Jake Sully takes on the mission to protect his new friends from greedy Earth businessmen. When armed humans return to Pandora, Jake is ready to fight back. Many years have passed since the first movie's finale, and the humans have left for Earth, but Jake and his Nabai friends have stayed on Pandora. Colonel Quaritch's son was left behind and is now close with Jake's family. Jake has become the leader of the Omaticaya clan, and Neytiri has given birth to their children. Jake is also raising Kiri, the daughter of Dr. Grace Augustine, who had an avatar but is now unconscious, and no one knows who the father is. Quaritch's son has even changed his name to Spider and is now part of Jake's family. Together, they must defend their home from the armed humans who have returned to Pandora.
Stronghold.
Number 1. Babylon.
I ain't icing my nipples. This is natural.
In Damien Chazelle's latest film, Margot Robbie and Brad Pitt star as two actors navigating the transition from silent to sound film in Hollywood at the end of the 1920s. The successful careers of old idols are fading as sound films gain popularity. At a noisy party in 1926, budding actress Nellie Larrabee meets Manny Torres, a boy from the serving staff. Nellie gets an invitation to audition, and Manny is hired as an assistant to a drunken star of silent films, Jack Conrad. Both end up on a film set and begin making their own careers in the movies. Meanwhile, progress doesn't stop, and sound movies continue to gain popularity. Chazelle's film is a stylistic and narrative ode to Hollywood's golden era, showcasing the challenges and triumphs of Hollywood's transition to sound.
And I'm going to bed.
And there we have it. Those were the top 10 films according to some of your favorite actors. I hope you enjoyed watching today's show, and if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss another episode. Thanks again for joining me today, everyone. Until next time, stay safe and keep watching movies.